Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so today we're gonna be working on the design of the dashboard. So basically, the design of the dashboard is pretty much gonna be similar to the blog content creation pages. So this won't take long, probably. So without wasting any more time, let's just get to it. All right. So if we come here, Um, I was thinking of placing the blog dashboard within the very same, I mean the dashboard within this very same folder as the blog content creation pages, but I think I'm gonna place it within a different folder. So in here where it says views, I'm gonna create a folder called app, and then within here I'll create the dashboard page, dashboard.blade.php. Okay, so I'm just gonna come here and just copy what we did um, within the blog content creation pages. So I'm gonna copy everything we did in here because, like I said, it's gonna take the same structure as the other pages. So then I'm gonna come in here and paste it within the dashboard page, and then I'm gonna delete everything from um, where it says card body, end of card body, up until here where it says card body, right? So I'll leave the card as it is because we're going to use that. So now here we're gonna say we're gonna change that from create post form, and then we're gonna say card, let's just say dashboard, right? Let's change the we're gonna change the heading as well, where we say create posts, and then here we're just gonna say your posts, right? And then let's create a controller for the dashboard. So I'm just gonna come in here. um, Let's see, let me just see CLS. So I'm going to open the terminal basically. Then I'm going to create a controller for the dashboard. So I'm going to say PHP artisan make controller. And then this time we're just going to say app controller, right? We don't need to flag this. We don't need to give it that flag where you say dash dash resource. Because the controllers or the methods that we are going to create in this particular controller are just going to be custom, so you don't have to do that. So if you want to, you can, but you don't have to do it in this case. And then I'm going to press enter. All right, so now in the app controller, in here I'm going to create the method to return the dashboard page. So in here I'll say function, oh sorry, public function, and then let's just call this dashboard. Right, then we're going to say return view, and then remember it's sitting within the app folder, and then we named the file dashboard, right? Why is this showing a squiggly line? Public function, why is it showing that? Okay, that's a bit odd. Expected curly brace. Did I do something here? I'm not sure why it's showing that, but you know what, in any case, I don't know. You know what? Okay, so in here in the web config file, we're just gonna place. All right, so we're gonna say route. Let's say get, and then the name is gonna be app or dashboard, right? And then we're gonna say, we're just gonna say dashboard. We're not gonna give it, we're not gonna append anything before it. And then here we're gonna say app controller. Just remember, like I said, um, obviously it's gonna be looking at the dashboard method. So remember, like I said, if you're gonna use this method to bring in the control to bring in the controller, just make sure that it's also imported at the top. Okay, so we have that. Again, this thing is still showing an error. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Public function dashboard. That controller, blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's see if it will allow us to show anything. Maybe there's a bit of a glitch there. Okay. Then now, if you come back to the website, you will then now say dashboard. App dashboard not found. Okay. Let's see. App. Did I do a spelling error or something? Dash. Oh, okay. I made a spelling mistake here. Right. Let's try again. Okay. So there we have our dashboard page. So since it's returning the view, uh, like here, so clearly there's a bit of a glitch here for some odd reason. It doesn't. It's telling me about a curly brace, but it's already there. So, but yeah. In any case, okay. So now that we are returning the view in here, we're gonna create what we're gonna do here basically within the dashboard. We're gonna display the posts that this particular user has created. Okay, so we're just gonna create the skeleton for that for now. This is just the design. Once we start working with registering users and signing in, and obviously we're gonna pull in the posts based on the user that's signed in. Um, um, what you call it with the users who stored within the session. So for now, we're just gonna create the skeleton for that, just like we did here within the blog page. All right. So here we're gonna place in an unordered list. So or an unordered list element. So um, let me just call this list of posts. So ul dot list group dot list group slash. I think that's how you spell it. And then in here, we're just going to create an li, and then we're going to say dot list item, right? So now, um, let me do this. Okay, so in here for now, I'm just going to put in some nonsense just to see if it's showing the structure there. So I'm going to come back here and refresh. Okay, so that's clearly not showing as it should. Right, list group, list flash, list item. Oh, sorry, I actually made a mistake. It's supposed to be list group item. Apologies for that. Okay, so there we have it. All right, so basically what we're gonna do here is display the title of the post. And then here at the far end, we're gonna place a couple of buttons. The buttons that we're gonna display here is the view button, edit button, and delete button. So what we can do here now is say h5 dot um, let's just say card title, and then let's say dot um, let me say main font. I think you can say display 6, right? And then we can say blog title. Let me say blog content title, something like that. Let's just see how it looks. That's way too big for me. I'm gonna remove this display 6 thing, save it. Okay, that's a bit better, but I want to give it some spacing between the title, I mean the page header and the content. So what I'll do is um, just increase that just a little bit by saying margin 4, refresh. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but hopefully you can. I want to also put a shadow on the card itself. I'll say shadow, right? By the way, that's a Bootstrap class as well. Okay, that's the shadow for the card. So now I want to try and place the buttons here at the far end. So for that, let me see, blog title. Okay, and then here I'm just gonna say button wrap. Okay, so here I'll give it an ID and say button wrap, and then in here I'm gonna create a couple of buttons. So I'm gonna say uh, anchor tag btn sm btn. Let me just say dark for now, right? And then in here I'll say view, but next to the view I want to place an icon. So actually, in fact, this particular view, I'm going to put it within text of view. I'm going to put it in a span and say view, and then here I'll say icon. I mean, I'll place in the I tag, and then, right, and then say fa. I think it's I. Let's save that. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so I want it to be here at the far end. So what we need to do now is within this list item, I'm gonna say deflex, right? And then this button wrap, I'm gonna say margin start auto. Let's see how it looks. All right. Okay. It's not margin start auto deflex. Why is it not going to the far end? Oh yeah, apologies. Again, I put it within the ID instead of the class. I'm so used to writing classes, so that's why I keep forgetting. Okay, so let me try again. Okay, let's show it. Right, so basically this is supposed to be outline instead of just BTN dark. Save that. Okay. So now I'm gonna create three more buttons. Paste that 2 more times. So this one is gonna be edit, right? This one is gonna be delete. So let's change the icons and say FA, trash, and then that one FA, edit, right? Okay, let's save that and refresh. All right, so then we have our three buttons. Now, initially, I had made them so that they have different colors. So what I initially did was the view had a greenish color, and then the edit had a bluish color, and then the delete obviously had a reddish color. So I don't know, I just don't seem to like it that way. But let's just see how it looks. So I'll change that from dark to success. This one to primary, and then this one to danger, right? And then if you come back and refresh, that's how they look. I don't know, in my opinion, I don't like this color, but let's just leave it for now. I have to add, I forgot to add something else here on the section where we edit the page header, which is a button on the far left here. So here within the page heading, I need to create a button. So since we created, I copied this section here. I'm gonna copy this again, right? And then just place it underneath the your posts, and this is gonna be create post, and then here we're gonna change that from I to FA, and then I believe it's a plus. I don't know if I should make it square or circle, but let's just say circle. Save it, come back here, refresh. Okay, that's the button there. So we need to make this element to be flex, align items, center. I need to remove this from here. Oh, that's why it didn't work the last time. So I forgot. Okay, so we need to create a class here and then place all of that back in there. All right. So let me make this refresh. All right. So now we need to make this button float all the way there to the end. So for that, all we have to do is here we're gonna say margin start auto, right? And then we're gonna change this from outline success to primary. Save it and refresh. So there we have our post. Now I want this button to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to change that from small. Let's just say MD for now and see how it looks. I think that's fine. I want to also add a shadow underneath it, so you just have to add a class here and say shadow. Okay, so now this particular link, remember within our web root we have blog.create. So this is going to take us to the page where we create our blog posts, right? So I'm going to copy that name, come back to the dashboard, and then in here, I'm going to create that route and say routes, right? And say blog.create. Okay, so let's refresh. And then when we click here, it should take us to where we have to create our posts. One thing I need to add here is a back button. So I forgot to do that within the previous video. So if we come back here, um, by the way, guys, I made a bunch of mistakes. I put some of these, I put some classes within the ID of the page header. So for that, just have to say MB -3, okay, and then within here, we're gonna say D flex, right, and then align um, items center, okay, and then I'm just gonna come back here and copy this, right, let's show, let's create, and then paste it here. So if we save this, this should take us back to the dashboard, right? So remember, we are in the create post page. So here we should say, um, what did I name it? App dot dashboard. So remember, this name is the name we set here. So to come back, oh yeah, by the way, we need to style it. So within the create page, here we have to change it from create post to back, right? And then here we can change this icon and say FA arrow left, right? And then let's just give that a margin end of 2, right? Save that. Uh, let's see how it looks. Okay, so it still looks blue, so let's change that color. Um, I prefer the BTN outline, which is gonna be uh, light, and then BTN, no, sorry, border is going to be, let's see, border secondary, right? Let's see how it looks. Okay, that doesn't work. Let's see. So BTN MD outline. Actually, let's change that from BTN outline. Let's just say BTN light. Come back here. Okay, looks much better. So when we click here, we should go back to the dashboard. Now there's going to be a difference, right? Actually, no, there wouldn't. So this page where you create posts, obviously you won't be able to create posts unless you are logged in or you're a registered user and you're logged in. So this button is going to be the same for the edit page, the sign in page, the edit page, and also the show page. We won't need to do that, but for the edit page we can use the same styling. So now here, let's just copy this whole heading as it is, right, and then close this, and let's go to the edit page, and then come back here at the top. We're gonna paste and change all of it, and then here we'll change that again to edit page, edit post. Okay, so let's just refresh. That's fine. We click here, we go back to the dashboard. Now, like I said before, I don't really like these particular colors. So in my view, I think I'm gonna put it back to where's the dashboard? I'm gonna change all of these to dark, right? Now the other reason I put these names, view, edit, and delete in span tags, is because when this is in mobile view, for example, if you check there, even though it's fine now, well, actually it's still fine. I don't have to actually change anything. But yeah, I'm gonna change these buttons to have the same color instead of them being green blue and red. So let's refresh that, and there they are. So I don't know about you guys, but this looks fine to me. Um, but it's up to you if you want to put those, if you want to differentiate them and give them different colors, you can do that. But for me, I think this is gonna work for me. All right. So as you can see already, when it's in mobile view, everything is still set. Um, the layout is still fine. Nothing looks destroyed, disrupted or anything. So I think we can leave it as it is for now. So basically, we're gonna be when we start working with Laravel, we're gonna be looping through the various posts that this user has, and then they'll be able to view, edit. In fact, we can even configure this these two buttons here, the view and edit. So um, let's see. If you come back here, all we have to do is say route. So remember, all our blog content is set with blog.create, blog.edit, blog.show, right? So all we have to do in here is do the exact same thing, right? So we'll say blog dot show, and obviously this is gonna show using the ID, so we will edit this later on. Um, I'll do the same thing here. I'm say route dot. Why am I saying route? So this is gonna be blog dot edit, and then we haven't created this route yet. In fact, let me not put it there because it's going to complain. Right, let me save that. Hopefully it doesn't give any errors. Okay, it's going to give an error because it's going to look for the parameters that go with these two routes. So let's rather not put them there now. We'll get to this once we start working with Laravel on the back end. Okay, so let's just leave them as they are. But yeah, basically this is the structure of the dashboard. From here, we will be able to view, edit, and delete posts, but only the posts that belong to this particular user. And then we can also go to the page where we can create posts and then go back to the dashboard. We can view the post, we can edit, delete it, and so forth. So, but this basically, I think this is all the pages we need. I think in the next video, what we're gonna work on is creating the sign-in and registration form for for the application, so that users can register and sign in and create posts. And then we will work on protecting the particular routes that need the user to sign in and so forth. Okay, guys. The video is already long enough, so I'm gonna end it here. For those of you who haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, cheers for now.